If I could go back in time and tell my younger self what actually helps with chronic pain, this is what I would say. I'm Shireen Kassam, and I wasted years trying things that didn't work. Doctors, medications, treatments, I tried it all. I maximized my health insurance like it was nobody's business, okay? And if you're dealing with chronic pain, I wanna save you some time. Here's everything I wish I knew when I was 17 years old and started dealing with chronic pain. First, let's talk about doctors and diagnosis. Doctors don't always have the answers, and sometimes they have the wrong answers. They mean well, but let's be honest, most just throw pills, tests, and procedures at you trying to rack up insurance money, okay? I spent years chasing a diagnosis, hoping this time the next MRI or the specialist would fix everything. And then I realized there's no cure-all to how chronic pain works. And these doctors don't have chronic pain. They have no idea what I'm going through. So what I would do differently is I would have pushed for a doctor who actually listened, who maybe was also dealing with pain, who saw pain management as a long-term strategy and not just a quick fix. I would advocate for myself. I would get second opinions. And if a doctor ever told me it was all in my head, I would find a new doctor. Because yeah, a doctor actually said that to me. I would take the diagnosis in my own hands by taking note, my exercise, and my food. Because I realized that if I could get a good night's sleep, my pain decreased and my mood was better. So I had to learn how to recreate this on a daily basis for myself. No one was going to do it for me. What I wish I knew about medications and treatments. First of all, painkillers aren't a long-term fix. I gained weight on them. I became moody on them. I was groggy. I was just going through life like in a blur. Okay, I was put on medication after medication. Some helped, some didn't. Some made me feel like a zombie, which is what I was trying to talk about here. And I get it. When you're in pain, you're gonna try anything for relief. But meds alone, I realized, are not gonna solve my chronic pain. I had to make lifestyle changes as well. So what actually worked for me? Couple things. I found some new best friends, a heating pad and CBD, THC creams and gummies, okay? No, it's not curing my pain, but it's allowing me to get a better night's sleep. And that alone changes everything for me. Also, I started journaling. I journal about my crappy day. I journal about what went wrong. I journal about people. It helps me reduce my stress so I'm not thinking about it all night. I took matters into my own hands, y'all. I Googled stretches for the pain I was feeling. I bought a TENS unit when my insurance company said no. And I kept using CBD daily, even when my pain doctor called it snake oil and made me feel like I got scammed. Spoiler alert, I wasn't scammed, okay? I was just trying to figure out what actually worked for me. I bought way too many products to start with and some from unreliable companies. I was one of those people who was like, oh my God, CBD, THC, but now I know better, okay? I'd love to know, what is your ride or die pain relief trick? Heating pad, ice pack, CBD? Drop it in the comments. I'm always looking for more ideas. Now, what I wish I knew about my daily routine. I love to Netflix and chill. I love to use my pain as an excuse not to do stuff, but I realized that resting too much actually made my pain worse. When I'm hurting, the last thing I want to do is move. But let me tell you, doing nothing made me suffer. It made me stiffer, it made me weaker, and it even made me more pain. It also made me more depressed because I wasn't going out and getting fresh air or exercising or going out and being social. And depression has a real effect on pain. So what actually helped? I started going on short walks. I started doing gentle stretching, just getting up and changing positions, using a foam roller. I found ways to still enjoy life. I realized that I might not be able to go skiing anymore, but that didn't mean I couldn't go on the ski trip and sit in the lodge and drink, right? I stopped being embarrassed. Just because I had to adjust my lifestyle didn't mean I had to stop living. I'd love to know, do you have an activity that you used to love but you had to modify because of pain? Tell me. I love hearing how people get creative because I still really want to play basketball like competitively, like in the WNBA, and I am working towards that goal, but sometimes, I don't know, it hurts. Everything in my body hurts. Things I didn't know hurt. Now, here's what I wish I knew about mental health and chronic pain. Chronic pain isn't just physical. It is mental. Pain changes your mood, your relationships, your anxiety, your sleep. It makes you feel isolated, or at least it makes me feel isolated. Like nobody understands what I'm going through. And stress makes everything 10 times worse. Like on my worst days, I feel more pain. So what I've had to do, I've had to learn how to step out of my comfort zone. I had to start going to yoga class, which some days I'm still like, oh, I hate this, but I still go. I still meditate. I still journal. I sip hot tea before bed. I started praying. I've started stretching. And I know it's so hard. I know it's easier just to lay on the couch and cry about the life you used to have, but no one is coming to save you except yourself. So at some point, you have to make the decision to take life in your own hands. And I do that by setting boundaries. I've had to stop feeling guilty for telling people, no, I can't do that, because I know I'm going to be down. I'm not going to be able to do it. But I've learned that I'm not supposed to be embarrassed about it. I've learned to reduce stress. I've had to start protecting my energy because stress physically makes my pain worse. I found people who actually get it. Even if the people around you don't understand, there's a community out there who does. That's why I actually started mypaincenter.com. So I just want you to know, and I apologize, I'm getting emotional here, but I've been dealing with this for over 20 years. I just want you to know that if chronic pain has ever affected your mental health, just know you're not crazy and you're not alone. If you're struggling with chronic pain, I see you. I wish I could tell you that there's one perfect solution, but the truth is, you have to find where it works for you. If you come to my house, I have an acupressure mat, I have multiple heating pads, I've got foam rollers, I've got myofascial balls, I have everything. And some of it works some days and some of it doesn't, but I keep trying. And if I could tell my younger self just one thing, it would be this: keep going, one step, one day at a time, because we've got this. Now, I want to hear from you. Drop a comment. What's the number one thing that helps you manage your pain? Let's make this a resource for others. Something somebody may have not thought about, something somebody may have not tried, something I may have not tried. I mean, I feel like I've done everything, but there's always something else out there. Now, like this video if anything resonated with you. If it helps more people find who needs it, I would appreciate the like and subscribe. And if you want to learn more about how I manage my pain, check out the links below. I've linked to some other videos about products that I use and things that I do in my day-to-day life. I'm Shireen Kassam with mypaincenter.com, and I hope to see you on the next video.